The final mission of Project Mew is quickly approaching. Everything from the last focused episodes comes down to this, with a possible chance of a major plot twist that will occur. So, can all of this be done? Let's talk about it. With Pokemon Journeys episode 125 done and out of the books, the semi-finals of the Masters 8 have concluded, with both Ash and Leon being our finalists. Now, this brings us to next week's episode 126, as it looks like it will be the beginning as well as the end to the long build up Project Mew. Pokemon Journeys episode 126, Go for Dream, Go's Road to Mew. It will be airing on the 23rd of September. And from a brief look at the preview, a strange shadow will enter Go's Rotom phone and pretty much give us a recap of Go's entire journey so far, right from the start to where we are now. Of course including Project Mew stuff, so yeah, nothing too major. Recaps really do suck, but it's kind of understandable after coming off the big Ash vs Cynthia battle. Following the recap, we have Pokemon Journeys episode 127, Go and Cinderace, The Place of Beginnings. It will air on the 30th of September. And we have actually got a summary for this episode, in what looks like Go and Cinderace will be going back to the Scone store in Gala. Of course, if you forgot, this is where Go and Cinderace first met. Alongside all of this, they will reunite with the 3 Nickets which Scorbunny looked after in episode 4. Then, some sort of problems will occur having to do with Team Rocket and an army of Galarian Meowth, led by a Berserker. I think it will be pretty cool to see all of these Gala Pokemon. But overall, it sounds like this episode will be a pretty okay one. It will certainly have some wholesome moments, however the big thing that is to take away from this is that hopefully at the end of the episode we get some sort of hint to the Project Mew arc finally kick-starting. According to our trusted source PokeAnnie News on Twitter, from episode 125, Ash and Go will actually split up. So Go will go on to do his Project Mew arc / story, which will start in episode 127, and Ash will stay in Gala as he awaits the finals versus Leon. And this makes a lot of sense, hence why Go would be alone in episode 127 with the Nickets. Now we know all of this from sources in the community. Pokemon Journeys will have a total of 132 episodes. We are currently heading into episode 126 with the final Project Mew mission beginning as well as climaxing. The Masters 8 finals between Ash versus Leon, and lastly the ending of the series. So we really are running out of time. With this info, my predictions of how everything will unfold goes as follows. Episode 127 will be a Go focused episode which will be the bridgeway to the start of Project Mew. Episode 128 will be Project Mew's official start with the other 5 chasers. Episode 129 will be the Project Mew climax. Then we have episode 130 and 131, Ash vs Leon part 1 and 2. And lastly, episode 132, the final Pokemon Journeys episode. The Project Mew arc being 2 episodes long is something I am very iffy about, because of course Ash vs Leon will most likely have 2 episodes at the minimum, but Ash vs Cynthia had 3, so surely it makes sense for the finals to have 3 as well. So it is possible that the finals does start in episode 129 instead of the Project Mew climax as I supposed. But for today's discussion, we're going to assume that Project Mew will last 2 episodes long, because it most certainly deserves it. So, Project Mew Part 1. I believe in Part 1, Go alongside the 4 other chasers, Asahi, Tsurugi, Tokyo and Gary will head to Table Mountain, the largest mountain in the world, to search for Mew. However, with this being the final arc, it definitely won't be so smooth sailing, in which there'll definitely be some sort of barrier that Go will have to face before finding Mew. And I think there's 2 options in what those barriers could be that Go will have to face. Firstly, we have Dynamax Regigigas. Now, this one is the one that is most likely to happen out of them all. In episode 113, after Go and Gary completed their last missions by catching the Regis, due to all of the Regis being in one place, a huge beam of light appeared, revealing a figure of a massive Dynamax Regigigas. Because of the appearance of this Pokemon, there's 100% no chance that this Pokemon won't have something to do with Go reaching Mew. It only makes sense because why would it be included in the end of the episode? Another thing that pretty much confirms this is that in the 4th opening of Pokemon Journeys, we actually see Asahi, Goh and Tsurugi staring up against all of the Regis, including Regigigas. So I'm certain that this Pokemon will be a barrier for Goh to reach his goal of finding Mew, just like Leon's in Ash's way of achieving his goal of defeating him, which that scene was also hinted in the opening. So our heroes will both have some sort of block in their path that they must overcome to succeed. My guess is that Goh will most likely battle against the Dynamax Regigigas in a raid battle format with the other 4 chasers, aiming to defeat it because there's no chance plot wise that Goh can take down a Dynamax legendary Pokemon alone. Okay, so for option 2 is very likely but also very unlikely. And that is, we have a huge plot twist that Professor Hodaka, the leader of Project Mew, is actually a villain, and pretty much he just wants to catch Mew for his own evil plans, which is a path that really isn't so out of the blue for him, because we've seen this multiple times in the past, like Lysander or Chairman Rose, having some sort of nice motive at the start that seems harmless and good, but by the end of it all, it turns out to be evil. So it really wouldn't be so much of a surprise that in part 1, Hodaka reveals himself as a villain after everyone finds Mew, and he freaks out saying, oh, he used all the 5 chasers to help him get to Mew for his own plans. Literally something like that, and I can totally see this happening because it aligns with past villain tropes. He would also probably have something to do with the Dynamax Regigigas. Of course, having Hodaka revealed as a villain would kind of make sense, but I also don't see it happening at the same time. Why I say this is because with Project Mew not having that many episodes left to work with and to give it a true arc, because in reality this whole arc could actually just be done in one episode. So I feel like it would feel so rushed and forced having him turn out to be one, as well as Goh meeting Mew, and then we have the Dynamax Regigigas stuff. It's a lot to focus on without something getting less time or quickly skipped over. Also, maybe Hodaka isn't a bad guy and he's just a lovely professor who generally wants to know more about Mew, which I see being the most likely case here. With that being said, it brings us to part 2, the final part of the Project Mew arc, where Goh and the others will defeat the Dynamax Regigigas and potentially capture it, also stopping Hodaka if he does turn out to be evil, leaving the second half of the episode to focus on Goh and whatever they have planned for him with Mew, because I'm still undecided on if he'll actually catch it or not. But yeah, truly Project Mew definitely deserved 3 to 5 episodes just focused solely on this, because there's a good few characters that could have had way more screen time, and it's actually a shame that they didn't, as having a full arc would really have fleshed it out more, as well as delivered a very satisfying climax. Because Project Mew as a whole is a very cool concept. But regardless, I'm very intrigued to see how all of these Goh Project Mew episodes will pan out before the big finale with Ash versus Leon. As always though, I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you looking forward to the new Goh episodes as well as the climax of Project Mew? Do you agree with my predictions for the final mission? Comment them all down below. Be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon Journeys videos. It's been your boy Aurazora, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.